All right, back with another Unmatched Sports exclusive. Back with another special player catching one-handed grabs on Saturdays for your TSU Tigers. Got Mr. Royrion Richardson here. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How you doing?
Hey, can't complain. Happy to be here with you.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
All right, to start the interview, I think everybody has a story. A lot of people, a lot of fans in sports get so caught up with success, wins, celebration, championships, but they never trace it back to what you did behind the scenes to get to that point. And to speak on you, you started your freshman year. You battled through some injuries, but to that, you did a lot behind the scenes to get what people saw last season. Can you speak on like the work ethic that you had to get to this point of last season?
Yeah, battling my injuries, I just had to gain the confidence back. I had to get in the lab, and I had to just keep on working. Because at the end of the day, nobody really cares, and that's how I think of it. Nobody care. I'm a man. Like, don't nobody care in life, and nobody gonna care if you're going through something. It's up to you if you want to get back to where you was and get better from that. So that's how my thought process was throughout that whole thing. And I've been battling adversity since I was young. So I just feel like battling this was nothing. This was just a setback from God, the man above himself, and I just had to learn from it and get better.
And to give them a little insight, going through that 23 season, the start of the 24 in the spring and the fall, you'll come up to me, hey man, wait till I get on this field, you're gonna see something. And I think you spoke a lot of this to existence, and to let them know, I think we only the tip of the iceberg of what you can do on this football field, especially having an OC coming back, Steve Smith. You got a new quarterback in Cam McCoy. You got running backs. You got everything lined up for a special season this year. And as we talk about the upcoming season, we gotta touch a little bit on last season. Last season you had 462 receiving yards, 4 touchdowns. A lot of special moments from last season. Just like I said, a lot of people get so stuck on the results of Saturday. What did you do, like, battling all that, battling the injuries that you came off of, coming into the 2025 season? What mindset and what did you do to, I'm gonna come out and kill this season?
My mindset going into the 25 season was you done missed a lot already. So you need to show people what you got, because I just felt like I was behind. So I really wanted to just show what I had, just prove myself to the team, to the SWAC, to the whole country, really. But yeah, missing 2 years back to back, it just made me fall out of love with the game. So coming back and seeing that I had the chance and I was healthy, it just all the confidence that I once had just came back, and I was just like more so amped to play in the season and in the games. I was just so ready. I felt ready. Like, I never felt nervous. I never been nervous when it came to football. Like, when it came to playing, it's me versus you. So, and I got me. So I like me, and that was just my mindset throughout the whole season. And that's been my mindset, and then that's gonna stay my mindset.
And the special thing about this, and why I'm so happy to interview you and why I'm so happy to see the success that you're getting, you having people like come to you and put you as like one of the best in the SWAT. People saying that they can't wait to see you combine with Cam McCoy and do these special things. But what do you think separates yourself from the other guys, the other wide receivers in the SWAT?
My work ethic. I work so much. Like, people don't really see it. And people that knew me since a youngin', like since COVID started, I worked so hard, like, just to be where I'm at. Cause I didn't have the best recruiting process like I thought I should have, and that made me work. Cause I know I'm an underdog. I know, like, I would like to call myself a late bloomer. Growing up, I didn't really get the ball like that. When I got to high school, I started getting the ball a lot more, and carrying on to college, got the ball a lot more. So I'm learning what to do with it, and I'm just getting better and better every time the ball is in my hand. So yeah, that's what it was, definitely.
And I think like one of the things that you said is going to tie into the next question, underdog. Yourself being the underdog. A lot of these dudes that's in this wide receiver room are underdogs. They have something to fight for. They got something to win for, and they want to be a part of this winning culture. Coach Disman and his staff for setting up for you guys.
But
So something that I noticed, and I know a lot of people that came out here to witness the spring game, and a lot of the spring practices, they saying the wide receiver room is actually pretty good.
yeah,
A lot of people starting to pay attention to it. What would you say about this wide receiver room as y'all go from spring to summer to fall? Like, what can you let Tiger Nation know about y'all this season?
quick season gonna always come with energy. Yeah, what I can say since I've been here at TSU, the wide receiver room always have a good group of guys. Whether it's 19 of us, whether it's 10 of us, whether it's 8 of us, the wide receiver room always got good energy. We keep good energy. We encourage each other. We cheer each other on. We coach each other up. We do all the things that family do, and that's what the wide receiver room is, a small family. That's all it is, a small family of brothers that's ready to coach each other up and ready to get better and ready to kill people with each other. You know what I mean? That's all it is. That's all it is. I feel like we created such a bond from the spring going into the summer camp, and I feel like this the best we and the most we've bonded since I've been here actually. And I say that because me not being the youngest in the room and being one of the oldest, I pay attention to a lot more. If that makes sense, I pay attention to a lot more. I pay attention how we all talking to each other, how we vibing with each other. If we suggesting to each other that we need to go do this and this together, seeing how many people want to come to the field, really just gotta have that one too. And I noticed a lot of that. So yeah, and I've been seeing that a lot from the receiving room and quick six. So yeah, I'm real confident in going into this fall camp and then in the season also.
Yeah, and I think Coach Wilson got a lot of, I won't say dogs because
Yeah,
Coach Justin, Coach Joe say wolves. I think I got a lot of wolves in that wide receiver room.
yeah,
And one thing that I want to add on to just a little bit, you talk about bond.
mm-hmm.
It's the second time I didn't heard that. They're hearing that from Athean Renfro last week. Y'all talk about bond. He said it in the running back room. Now you said it in the wide receiver room.
For sure.
So I'm expand a little bit more and let's talk about this offense. I think y'all got a lot of good weapons. You got Quan, you got yourself. You got like I told y'all last week, got a silent transfer that came over here from Alabama A&M. You got this lethal running back room that y'all have.
Mm-hmm.
Offensive line is coming together. What do you think is when it's all said and done? When we get to August against NC Central, what do you think this offense can do this season?
I think the offense gonna dominate. We got everything that we need, really. We got a quarterback with experience. We got a full receiver room ready to go make a play and go catch the ball. We got a lineman that's gonna block for that. They gonna block for their quarterback, And I feel like Cam, he doing a great job, communicating with the offense. Uh, there's always room to get better as far as chemistry wise. So we still got so much time, and the chemistry's there, but we want that chemistry all the way perfect to where sometimes we might not even need coach for a play, and that's always the goal. When we got a whole bunch of people to lead the offense, that make everything easier because this is a player-led team. So, if we actually showing that this is a player-led team, it take a lot of pressure off our coaches, and it really take a lot of pressure off of ourselves because once we can control the game on our own without having to say so in our ear or whatever or whatnot, the game is ours at that point. If we can control the opponent and we got them running all over the place, that means we got them right where we want. So that only happens with a group of leaders though, and that bond. So if I got my brother right here to my right and my left, and I know they're not gonna give up on me, I'm not gonna give up on them. And I just feel like that's how that is. That's what creates the bond right there. Once we know that we all in, we all 10 toes down for each other, nothing can stop us.
And for like being around TSU so long, it all starts with the quarterback, right?
Right.
And I feel like y'all have the right quarterback at the right time. Like you said, he very experienced. Coming from Southern, played at Jackson, he has a lot of experience. So just to give Tiger fans, they starting to develop this, attitude and geared towards the season to the new players. So could you tell them about like how y'all chemistry is developing not only with the offense with Cam but as a totality? Like how is he bonding with the team?
How is Cam bonding with the team,
Yeah,
or
as far as the offense too.
Cam? I feel like Cam did come at the right time because with the offense we run, Cam fit in perfectly for that offense. when Cam got here, we just, when him and the other guys got here, like Davion from Alabama and them, when those two guys got here for the offense, filled in the offense, we just welcomed them like they had another house, like at their family house or something. But Cam, he bonded pretty well with the offense. He got the right mentality, he got his head on right. Um, I'm confident in him. I believe in him, and I know he believes in his receivers and his linemen and his running backs as well. The defense clicked with him also. Like, we go back and forth bickering on the field, and that's all I love. So, he getting them better just like the defense getting him better with the reads. So I feel like Cam here at the right time for sure.
And like to put a little bit more on it, I think the belief always starts with inside the room, because you can't have belief from outside and then have it come on game days. If you don't believe inside, you ain't gonna do anything.
Right.
And I think that's the biggest thing. I think y'all like kind of poured into him. Now he's showing it during the spring. Talking stuff to the defense. Oh man, if we had on pass, I'm out running. I'm running you over. Stuff like that.
Because at first everybody is a little timid when they first get here. Sometimes people don't want to talk. And I just want y'all to know, man, we want that type of energy. You come here, man, play like you that man. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't come out here with the timid, because it's gonna show. It's gonna show. So come out here with full confidence. Come out here like you still in high school for the young guys. And if you from another school, come here trying to run the school, trying to run a team. But you gotta do everything. You gotta do your part. You gotta do your one before you can do all that. So that's it. That's really all I got.
And I think all that to be said, I think that got you to this point. Like I told you, you climbing the ranks is one of the best. I think you're one of the best wide receivers in the SWAC. Now with those people looking in now, you got the spotlight on you. Expectations rise even more. So what can we see, or what can we expect from Royrion Richardson this season?
You can just expect the all around playmaker. Honestly, you can expect to see me get open, make a play on the ball, be a team player, encouraging everybody, lifting the team up, just being positive. With this sport, you have to remain positive, because momentum is everything. And even when momentum not on your side, that's called adversity. And you got to go through that. But in order for us to go through that and come out with our head high, you need encouragement. And that's what you're going to see a lot from me. A lot of encouragement on the sideline, a lot of encouragement during the game, a lot of uplifting. We have to remain positive throughout the season, because there's a lot of ups and downs in the season. There's a lot of ups and downs with teammates, stuff going on at home, stuff going on the field. Sometimes it's a lot to handle. But with that right teammate in your ear telling you keep on going, that right teammate in your ear telling you don't worry about that, like, we got this, like, let's go do this. We good. I got you. You got me. We got each other. People need to hear that. So I feel like that's what I worked on the most in the spring, just being vocal, positively vocal. That's what I wanted to work at. I wasn't really vocal as much my first 2 years because I had no play. I did no play, no playing. So, now that I had a year to play and see how things work, I can be that guy to be like, come on, bro, let's do this. Like, come on, pick your head up, keep your head high. And that's what I want to do. So that's what you can expect to see out of me. Being a playmaker, being more of a leader, being more positive, remaining positive. And yeah, that's it.
And I got to leave it on this. For the people that came out here during the spring and paid a closer attention, they see that the jersey number changed. You went from the old Randy Moss, 84. Now you back in something that feels a little bit more familiar with you, that number one. So now that you switch back to it, I have to ask, to end it off, what's so special about the number one jersey?
I honestly, I try not to let a number define me. But I guess I can say the number one jersey is special to me because, I played it in high school. So just wearing it, like, I don't know, it come with a different type of confidence and swag with it. Like, when you got on number one, everybody already looking like, oh, that must be the guy. That must be the guy. And shoot, I feel like number one, man, I'm swaggy. Like I can really, you know what I'm saying, look good. I look good in the jersey. That's also another reason I like the jersey, man. I like single digits. And I feel like I'm that guy. So expect to see number one making plays this year. For sure.
Hey, score business. That Summer Creek, TSU, away games, home games, you already know you're gonna do your thing. So,
Facts. Just be there.
and the thing that I want to leave with this to give you your flowers. You know, nobody could have seen all the stuff that you did. Not everybody can't be in the weight room.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody can't be in the training room when you're getting, your recovery. But to give you your flowers, like I said, seeing where you started from ground zero to where you at now, it, it's exponential growth coming after this.
Appreciate it.
Going from what you gonna go from? I'm saying this. I know you can't say it, but going from 4 touchdowns to 10 touchdowns, or whatever it may be, you earned all of that, and that's gonna come this season. That's what Tiger Nation is gonna see.
Facts.
And like I said last week, special player, special interview. You can't combine, make these two things come together. No more perfect. And want to thank you again for taking time out your busy schedule. I know you're gonna be busy coming up soon. Summer camp, be fall camp in a little bit. Y'all playing against NC Central.
Yes, sir.
Back shoulder fade, touchdown. Royrion Richardson. Can't wait to see it.
Yes, sir.
Now to do it.
Gotta do it, man. Appreciate it.